Test, test, test. Oops.
Testing,
Testing, test, test, test.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
I'm asleep. I'm ready. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym on a Saturday afternoon homecoming 2023 for the Casper College Thunderbirds. Little doubleheader action as the T-Bird ladies will take on LCCC, Laramie County Community College from Cheyenne, and then the men against the Golden Eagles in our nightcap. But first of all, we're getting set to tip about 5 minutes away from the start of this ball game between the T-Birds, who are ranked 16th in the latest JUCO poll, come in with a mark now of 24-3 on the season. Casper has won its last 10 games, and the T-Birds are 9-1 here at Erickson T-Bird Gym this year. LCCC will come in with a mark of 18-8. The Golden Eagles lost to the T-Birds at Story Gym, historic Story Gym down in Cheyenne, just a couple of weeks ago in a close one, 70-68. Their all-time record against the T-Birds, Laramie County Community College, 1-24. This series between the women didn't start until 1985-86. And of the 25 games, Casper College has been victorious 24 times. This will be an interesting ball game. The T-Birds right now looking like they will be the number 1 seed in the Region 9 tournament as far as the North sub-region goes. And of course, the South sub-region will host the women's tournament this year. So the Birds now playing for a 1 or 2 seed anyway and an opening round bye in the upcoming Region 9 tournament in March. Casper, 24 wins on the season, just 3 losses and 10 wins in a row. LCCC, 5-5 on the road this year. And as I said, the Birds are 9-1 now on their home court. Casper comes in averaging 76 points a ball game. The Golden Eagles will come in with an average of 69. Birds hit 45% from the field, 28% behind the arc. LCCC 42% from the field and 32% behind the arc. Free throw line, Casper with a little advantage, 70% to 65%. Both teams snare 42 rebounds a game. The Birds give up 35, and the Golden Eagles give up 33. Casper really shines in the assist department, averaging 20 assists a ball game, just 30 turnovers a ball game. The Golden Eagles average 14 assists a contest, and they turn it over 18 times a game. So, the opening game will be the ladies with a mark of 24-3, now ranked 16th in the nation, going against the 18-8 Golden Eagles from down at Laramie Community College in Cheyenne. So Golden Eagles making the trip up I-25. I'm sure it was a breezy trip, but they're here. The men's game will follow, and that, like the women's game, was a very close game down in Cheyenne a couple of weeks ago at Story Gym. The first game between these two teams was actually postponed, moved to a week later because of the storm down there and the roads being closed, which has kind of been the synopsis of the season, basketball season, for the JUCOs and the high schools around the state. There have been some battles. The big yellow buses on the high school level having to battle some drifts and some snow and some wind, and the same, of course, for the JUCOs, who travel a long ways, especially on the north side of the sub-region, where you go all the way from Cheyenne up to Powell at northwest Wyoming. About a minute and 20 seconds away from the opening tap and our national anthem. It's homecoming, so we'll have a good crowd. The annual chili feed put on by the Alumni Association here at Casper College. They do a good job and always manage to bring in a good Saturday afternoon crowd. The chili will warm you up here in the depths of February. Dwight Canary, before the game, had a chance to chat just a little bit with him, and he's like, these guys gave us all we could handle in Cheyenne. We didn't lead until about halfway through the fourth quarter of play, and Casper's game, of course, to get up and run, especially with Sandra Frau Garcia leading the way, and the Golden Eagles kind of stymied that down in Cheyenne, so we'll see what happens on a Saturday afternoon on the home court. Birds will be in their white unis with the black numerals trimmed in red, and Golden Eagles in their traveling blues with the white numerals. Got a little gold piping, thus the Golden Eagles. And both teams are gathered around their coaches, lined up, and we'll get our national anthem coming up here shortly. And we will go to the court.
Stripes and bright stars through
Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. For the visitors, the Golden Eagles from Cheyenne, Lila Spring, a 6'1" freshman, from Brisbane, Australia, averages 11 points a ball game, one of the starters. Then it's Jamie DeCoke. DeCoke, 5'11", is a sophomore. She is from Woodwichem in the Netherlands, averaging 10 points a ball game. Shannon Niles, 5'5", and a freshman, averages 5 points a ball game. She is from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Holly Hester, 5'10", sophomore, averages 11 points a game, from Saratoga Springs over in Utah. And the fifth starter will be Monique Bontangi. Bontangi is averaging 12 a game. She's 5'10" and a sophomore, also from Brisbane in Australia. Fans will come to their feet, and the Birds will start with Logan Alvar, the 6-foot freshman, averages 11 a game, from Casper, Kelly Walsh. Flora Gold will be in the middle. The 6'2" sophomore, averages 11 points a ball game for the Birds, from Austria. Sandra Fra Garcia, the quarterback on this team, the 5'7" sophomore, averages 7 points per ball game, and she is from Spain. She also is capable of double digits in assists. Julia Palomo, another Spanish player, 9 points a ball game. The sophomore is 5'7". And then Anna Chini from Hungary will be the fifth starter for the Birds. She's 5'7". The freshman averages 5 points a ball game. Good crowd, should be a good game. T-Birds won the opening match between these two in Cheyenne, 70-68. Goad will be jumping center for the Birds, and the tap is controlled, barely, in the backcourt by the Golden Eagles. We don't have a scoreboard on your screen. We'll try and keep you updated on the score here. Cheyenne on the attack, dribble drive off the glass, and it wouldn't go. Niles with the miss, Birds with the rebound. Fra Garcia in a hurry, as usual, into the front court. Swing it to Alvar, right side corner, almost lost her dribble, gives it back out top. Garcia, left side elbow, high post or low post feed, turnaround J is good, Flora Goad. And the Birds get an early 2-0 lead on their first possession of the afternoon. Niles into the forecourt. All the way back to the T-Bird insignia. Swings it on the left side, bring it right back out top. Little running one-hander from the left side of the lane by Botangi is good, and we're tied at 2. 1 minute into the contest. Garcia all the way down, has it blocked from behind. Birds will come up with the loose ball. Goad wide open for a 16-footer, that's no good. And the rebound taken away by LCCC. Niles, the quarterback of this team, into the front court. Swings it outside to DeCoke. Holds over ahead for Botangi, feeding the low post now. Trying to hook it up with her left hand and missing. Lila Spring, Birds will come away. All the way, Frau Garcia to Logan Alvar. 12-footer is no good. And we remain tied at 2, 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Niles for Spring, out in the land to 3, gives it up to Botangi. Right back to Niles on the right side wing, and they'll go all the way on the far side of the court. Trying to spin and having the ball knocked away from her is DeCoke. Birds can't come up with the steal. Shot clock down to 2, and they throw one in front of the T-Bird bench. Look what I found. Wow. Holly Hester, who's the shooter on this team, that was more of a throw than a shot, and a 5-2 lead for LCCC. In deep, Goad drops it off her foot and out of bounds. Little 5-0 run here by the Golden Eagles. Birds will go to some full court pressure. Broken to DeCoke all the way down right side, has her shot blocked, and then a whistle and a foul will be called here. Flora Gold getting her first and the team's first. Puts Jamie de Kock at the free throw line from the Netherlands. Leading three-point shooter on this team at 47%. And at the free throw line, she knocks down the first one, her first point of the afternoon. Builds it to a 6-2 lead. Second one on the way, that's good also. 7-2. LCCC with the lead and a little full court pressure now. Birds get it across, almost. We're going to get a foul instead, I believe. Cheney had the ball knocked away, but in the meantime, she kind of got run over by Shannon Niles. Casper will bring it in right at the quarter court mark and give it to Frau Garcia. Sandra wants to chase Alvar over to the right side. She fumbles it, picks it up, and cross-courts it for Palomo. Little dry spell since the Birds got the opening hoop. That'll end it. Julia Vicente Palomo with the three ball, and it's 7-5. Casper down a deuce. Botangi with the dribble, pull up, 17-footer, no. Casper with the rebound. Goad clears to Frau Garcia. Looking right, going right to the elbow, brings the dribble back outside, bounces on the post. Goad turns, shoots, couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Spring. Played nearly 4 minutes of the opening quarter. LCCC with a 7-5 lead. Niles behind a pick all the way down right side and scoops it up and in. Shannon Niles first hoop and then the steal. Golden Eagles on the run, quickly ahead for a little 15-footer that is no good. The miss by Holly Hester. Garcia all the way down, and Niles going to get this if he does. If she does, it'll be her second. And it is. So a couple of early fouls for the quarterback of this LCCC team. Nikola Kuzmanovic will check in at a guard position. And the Birds will bring it in to go. Spins out of trouble and gets it over to Palomo. Dribble drive, no. Couldn't get it to go. Palomo Vicente with point blank look that's no good. In deep. And a wild shot by Spring that doesn't even get to the rim. 9-5, Birds down 4. Frau Garcia with the miss. Alvar the rebound. The putback, no. Logan gets her own rebound and she'll be fouled. Kuzmanovic will get her first. Team fouls are now 3 on the Eagles and 1 on the Birds. But the Birds are down 4. We're approaching the halfway mark of the opening quarter. Vicente Palomo sets for a 3 out top. That's no good. And the rebound cleared away that time by Lila Spring. Get it across to Maddie Jones, the 5'3" freshman from Torrington, checked in. And foul going to be whistled away from the ball here, and I think it's going to be on the Birds. The crowd doesn't appreciate that.
Foul, T-Birds, number 23, Julia.
Palomo's going to get her first. We're going to get a timeout here. See if it's 30 or if it's 1 minute. 4:52 to go. Opening quarter. LCCC 9, the T-Birds 5.
My name is Abigail Landwehr. I'm from Powell, Wyoming, and I am a student here at Casper College. I decided to choose Casper College mostly because of the financial option, but I also decided it was a really good place to start. So I think my favorite thing about being here on campus is probably all the opportunities I've gotten. For example, I've gotten to work with the Casper Star-Tribune, and I've also gotten to work with the PR department here on campus, which has been really, really cool. I'm a multimedia communications student at Casper College, and the person that's helping me most on this kind of path has been my advisor for sure. I've really gotten to know her over the time I've been around her. She's also helped me pursue where I want to go a little faster, so I'm getting my degree at my own pace, which is very nice. I've had a really good time here at Casper College, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to take me in the future. I want to become a videographer in Casper.
Well, we used to be able to call them stripes. Anymore, those shirts are not striped. But the officials, feeling the early wrath of the crowd. Once upon a time, I think I knew every official in the state, and I have no clue where these guys are from or who they are. The foul, though, drew the ire of this homecoming crowd. It'll be the Golden Eagles ball. They'll play it in right in front of the Casper bench. Leading by 4, 9-5, 4:52 left here in the opening quarter. Cross-court pass to Jones, looking in the corner. They'll try the three, and they'll hit the three. That'll be Holly Hester. She's got 6 on a pair of threes, and she is their three-point shooter. Birds down by 7, feeding in deep. Alvar alone just put it up and in. Nobody picked her up. So Alvar with her first hoop of the afternoon. Approaching 4 to play in the opening quarter. Golden Eagles looking out top. Spring to the right side for Jones. Lobs it in deep, shot blocked, and a foul going to be whistled on Alvar here. Logan will get her first. 3 team fouls for the Birds, 3 also for the Golden Eagles. It's 12-7 in favor of LCCC with 4:04 to go in the opening quarter. Spring to the free throw line and rattles the first one home for her first point of the day. Second one's off the heel, no. Goad will claim the rebound and get it to Frau Garcia. Quickly ahead to Jocelyn Igo, who's checked in. Igo cross-court it, and they'll bring it right side in the corner. Alvar out to Igo, 3 ball on the way, yes! 13-10, Birds closed to within 3. Jones, littlest player on the court, out across the timeline, picked up by Frau Garcia. Manages to give it up, brings it back out front to Koch. Let's see where the foul goes on this. It's going to be on Alvar, I believe. It'll be her second. Logan, 2 quick fouls here. And right away, Dwight Canary to the bench. And we'll bring in Mariana Cosmorales. Birds in a little foul trouble, down 3, 3.5 to go, opening quarter. Jones out top to the Koch, in deep. Spring shot is blocked by Goad. Casper running it ahead. Palomo tried to dump it in the lane, gave it right off to Lila Spring, who's coming all the way back on the run. Boy, that basket is good. Not sure how many steps were in between the time it left her hand, and the Birds are back down by 5. Out top, Vicente Palomo with the miss from the 3-point arc. Jones will walk it ahead. Works against Frau Garcia, gives it out top. Kuzmanovic wants to spin into the lane. Hemmed in by Igo, has to kick it back out top. And then we're going to get a foul here on a collision. Morales will get her first. That's the 5th team foul, so we're shooting now the Golden Eagles are. Lila Spring will leave the lineup for the Golden Eagles. Monique Botangi will return. At the free throw line, first free throw is good by Jamie DeCoke, her third point of the ball game, all of them coming from the stripe. Chance to match the biggest lead of the afternoon if she makes this one. And she doesn't. Goad with the rebound. Frau Garcia all the way down, throws it up with both hands. Didn't get it to go, but she did draw the foul. So Monique Marcetti Botangi will get the foul, her first, fourth team foul. Sends Sandra Frau Garcia to the free throw line for a pair where she has been nothing but ice all year long. Sandra coming into this game at 78% from the free throw line. She'll make both here, her first points of the day. And at 16-12, Birds trail by 4. 2:20 to play here in the opening quarter. Botanga cross-courting it. They'll get it in the corner. Head fake. Jones, high dribble. Couldn't get the shot. They'll exchange. Out top. Kuzmanovic couldn't get a shot either. DeCoke trying to feed the low post and ball tapped and taken away. Selena Arnlund with a nice play for the Birds. Back the other way. Frau Garcia couldn't control the dribble, lost it off her knees and out of bounds. Turnover Casper. Vicente Palomo will leave. Anacini will come in for the T-Birds. Still 1:54 to go in the opening quarter, 16-12. Golden Eagles on top, looking at full court pressure. Jones will break it, shovel it for Botangi, backs away to the free throw line, off the glass, no. Garcia double teamed in the backcourt, and we're going to get a whistle here on Jamie DeCoke. And the Birds will go to the free throw line. Frau Garcia, who just made a couple, will step back here and shoot 2. Chance to bring the Birds within 2. Final minute and a half of the opening quarter. First free throw good. Birds led at 2-0 and haven't led since. Sandra with her third point of the afternoon. Make it 4. She's pretty much automatic at the line. 16-14, Birds down by 2. Quickly ahead. DeCoke into the front court now will bring it back out front. Swing it over to Hester. And then Jones, who bounces out top to Botangi. Head fake on the 3 at the top. Jones, one dribble, gets it back out top. 10 seconds to shoot. DeCoke into the lane, left hand, left it short, ball tapped and comes loose for a three-pointer that's good from the right side. Wow. Holly Hester now has 9, and she is 3 for 3 from the land of 3. 19-14, final minute, opening quarter. Birds down here. They'll get it on the baseline for Arnlund. The 15-footer is no good. And the rebound taken away by the Golden Eagles, who've led all throughout the first quarter here. Jones to DeCoke. Right back to Botango. Almost had it knocked away by Arnlund. She steps into the lane, kicks it outside. DeCoke dribbles into the double team, has it knocked loose, but it comes away for a three-pointer that's no good. Final 20 seconds here. Frau Garcia all the way down, left-hand layup is no good. She'll collide with the wall that is padded, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. Clock showing 16 seconds and change. Hester gets her first. Frau Garcia, 4 for 4 for all 4 of her points. Now steps to the line to shoot 2 more. Birds are down 5. Free throws good. Sandra with 5, all at the line, and it's 19-15. Make it 19-16. Casper down by 3. Final 15 seconds, opening quarter. Spring into the front court. Gets it back out to Maddie Jones. Jones to the right side elbow, bouncing along the right sideline. She'll get it back, push for a 3 from the corner. That's no good. And the quarter has come to an end. A rarity here at Erickson T-Bird Gym for the Lady Birds. They trail at the end of the first quarter. LCCC 19, Casper 16. Back after this.
I'm Zach Nagy, and I'm from South Florida, and I'm a Casper College student. One of the big reasons I chose Casper College is because it's relatively inexpensive, and that's a really big factor when choosing education past high school for me and my family. One of the things I do want to do is potentially work in the Foreign Service Office with the U.S. State Department. One of the most important things a U.S. diplomat does is networking. And one of the coolest things that I've learned being here in Casper and in Casper College specifically is how to do that. Because in Wyoming, you really are a handshake away from anybody. Whether it's an email, a phone call, a text, you can meet with some of the most influential people in the area or even in the country.
Working in the Foreign Service Office, one of the things that is most paramount is language acquisition and learning languages. One of the best parts about Casper College for me personally so far has been working with Professor Atkins in the language department.
Jack Noakes back at Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym. 1 quarter in the books. LCCC with a 19-16 lead over the Casper College Thunderbirds. Birds took a 2-0 lead at the outset. That's been it. They've trailed by as many as 7. These two teams met once earlier this year in Cheyenne. Casper came away with a 2-point victory, 70-68. Dwight Canarians, talking to him earlier today, knew this was going to be a tough ball game for his team. And it is right now as we start the second quarter of play. Cutting into the middle, Igo with a fall away that's an air ball. Back into the front court, Niles back in with 2 fouls in the first quarter. She will bring it ahead and work it outside to Kuzmanovic. Right back out top to Koch for Niles, and a foul whistle that I believe we're going to call 3 seconds, which you never see anymore. So the Birds will get it on the turnover, try and draw within 1 or get back even here. Igo quickly ahead. Oh, they had Arnlund in deep, couldn't get it to her. A 3 though by Frau Garcia is good. Sandra with 9 now. 6 from the free throw line and a 3-pointer to tie it at 19 all. Just underway, second quarter of play. Golden Eagles on the attack, dump it in deep to Spring, and she misses. Drew the triple team. Igo going to bring it all the way back. Give it right back in the corner and bring it out top. Frau Garcia wants Arlen to set the pick. She goes to the right side elbow. High arc, got it. And the Birds are back on top, 21-19. Wow. Just underway in the second quarter. Sandra Frau Garcia with 11 to lead all scorers. Dribble drive in too deep off the bottom of the backboard. With the miss, Spring, the Birds run it ahead, and the layup is good by Igo. Thought maybe she was in too deep, but Jocelyn converts her 5th point of the day of afternoon. Gives the Birds a 4-point lead, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Right side feed outside, back out top. To Koch, ooh. Hit the floor hard. The foul's gonna go on Mariana Cos-Morales. Big collision right along the elbow. get a trainer out to look at Jamie de Kock, the 5'10 sophomore from the Netherlands. Be the first foul of the second quarter for the T-Birds. Both teams will huddle around their coaches. Men's game to follow this. And like the ladies' game, the men's game, de Kock holding her chin or her lip. Little blood going to be cleaned off the floor after that collision.
This game might be too high. Not down there, but up there.
Cos Morales got the foul for the T-Birds. Till the blood crew cleans things up, we will not resume. I don't think this is a shooting foul, but looked like she was just in the post trying to pivot and she collided. The two players collided. And the foul went on Casper. 23-19, 8:04 showing on the clock. Time remaining to be played here in the second quarter. And the Birds with a 4-point lead after trailing by as many as 7 in the opening quarter. Well, we'll see if Jamie de Kock stays on the bench or comes in. Birds are ready to go. Officials are trying to get LCCC ready to go, I think. Court has been sufficiently sanitized. So it will be Jones, Bautungi, who else? Kuzmanovic, Hester, and Spring. Here's the steal. Sandra Frau Garcia, left-hand layup is good. All of a sudden, she's got 13 points, and the Birds are on top by 6. Wow. Just underway here in the second quarter. Casper putting a little distance between themselves and the Golden Eagles. Out top, they'll feed in deep, and the layup is good. Hester averages 11. She's got 11 on 3 threes and a deuce. 25-21, Birds by 4 with the basketball. Arnlin, one dribble at the top to Frau Garcia, wanted to bounce in deep and then brings a dribble back out. Shot clock goes down to 10. Arnlin just inside the arc hits a 16-footer. Selena averages 5 a game and has 2 now. Birds go back on top by 6. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Ball outside, Kuzmanovic feeding in deep. Spring throws it up, couldn't get it to go, throws it up again and can't get it to go, but she will draw the foul. That'll be the first for Selena Arnlund. Goad coming back for the T-Birds along with Cheney. Lila Spring, 61% from the free throw line, and the first one is good. Spring with her 4th point. She averages 11, had 28 when the two teams met earlier in February. Second one on the way is off the heel, no good. Rebound, Palomo Vicente, and quickly Frau Garcia runs it in. Cheney had a brief look at a 3, and instead they'll bring it back out top. Palomo Vicente looking left, still has it on the floor. Bounces now to Igo. A little shot from the free throw line. Jocelyn with a 2-pointer. And the Birds have a 7-point lead now at 29-22. That's been the big lead for both teams, 7. Approaching 6 to play in the opening half. Kuzmanovic throws it into the triple team. Birds come away with the basketball. Looking for the trailer. That's Frau Garcia, underhand dish to Goad. Too hard with the layup, but she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Maddie Jones will get her first. Flora Goad for the T-Birds to the free throw line. On the season, 65%. First one's good. Third point of the ball game. And the lead now the largest for the T-Birds at 9 as she makes both. 31-22 Casper, 6 to play, second quarter. Maddie Jones quickly into the front court. Just exchanges with Votangi. Jones will get it back way outside on the left, and Frau Garcia with a kick. Get a reset on the shot clock to 20 seconds. 5:48 remain to be played here in the second quarter. Votangi will play it into Spring for Kuzmanovic between the circles. Trying to find Spring, she'll duck in. Gets bailed out again by the officials. Man, I'm not sure. That'll be the second foul. Flora Goad. Shannon Niles returning for the Golden Eagles. For the Birds, Selena Arlen will come back. Goad will take a seat with the two personals. 5:40 still showing on the clock here in the second quarter. Casper with a 9-point lead. And Spring's first free throw is good. She's got 5 points and 3 of them coming at the free throw line. Second one in front of the iron falls off and the Birds will claim it. Cheney gets it right back and brings it across to Igo. Joslin loses her dribble at the top. Looking for someone to come get it. It'll be Arnlin in the land of 3. Bouncing, and Palomo wanted to go up with the shot and never really had control of the basketball. Will turn it over. Maddie Jones back in. Shannon Niles to leave for the Golden Eagles from Cheyenne, Laramie County Community College. They'll get it into Jones. She'll have to work it ahead with the right-hand dribble. Dumps it off. And a little double dribble going to be called here. This will go against Holly Esker. Casper 31, LCCC 23, 5:12 left in the second quarter of play. Frau Garcia outside. Palomo Vicente. Vicente Palomo. Get it right back to Sandra. Double team at the top. And guess what? Selena Arnland with the 3. Off the glass. Banks open. Tellers employed and giving out $3 bills or 3-point shots. In deep, May puts up her own miss with the left hand, or Spring rather does, for her 7th point. 34-25, Birds by 9. Igo, cross-courted. They're going to get it in deep to Arnlin, kicks it back out to Joslin. Bounds off the rim, wouldn't go. Arnlin tangled up with Spring, no foul called, and the Golden Eagles will set the offense. Have it batted away, but Jones gathers it back, goes in the corner for a 3-pointer. That's no good. Frau Garcia runs down the rebound, bounces ahead to Julia. Left-hand layup is good, and she's fouled. Well, Julia Palomo with a chance for the 3-point play here. The foul is going to go against Kuzmanovic, her second. We're going to get a timeout on the court. 3:47 left here in the half, and the T-Birds by 11, 36-25.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
At Casper College, we're here to help. Here to answer your financial aid questions. Register for classes.
Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym, the house that Swede built, 36-25. Lady Birds with an 11-point lead, and they should have Julia Palomo at the free throw line trying to finish the three-point play. Birds had a 2-0 lead in the first quarter and then trailed by as many as 7. They were down 3, 19-16 at the break, but they've come back strong here in the second quarter of play. They've led by as many as 11 and have a chance to go up by 12 here if Palomo can finish the three-point play. Julia averaging 9 points a contest. She's got 6 after the made free throw, and the lead is a dozen now. 37-25, 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Jones in a hurry into the front court. Baseball at a cross court this time. And good thing that Hester had long arms. She hauled that one in, and this one I think on Sandra Fra Garcia. It'll be her first. And the 4th team foul again. Birds put the Golden Eagles on the line in the first quarter. It would appear they're going to do so here in the second. Dumping it off, Spring, left-hand layup is good. She's got 9, and it's 37-27 Casper. Igo, right side, puts it on the floor, brings it back out top to the point guard. Garcia holds over her head, kicks for Arnlund, three-pointer from the right side, left side is no good. 3 minutes exactly to go here in the second quarter. Jones at the top to Lotanga, in deep, Spring ducks in, left it short. Rebound, Sandra Fra Garcia all the way down. Bouncing for Cheney, hesitate, play fake, couldn't get it to go. Players on the floor, Igo for 3, that's good. Yikes. I didn't see which T-Bird took the elbow and went down, but no foul called, and they get a basket, a three-pointer instead from Joslyn. Double figures now with 10 on the afternoon. 40-27. Timeout going to be taken by the Golden Eagles. Still 2:19 to go. And Casper with its biggest lead of the day, 13. It's 40-27 Birds.
I want to show for some people out there, man.
Back at the house that Swede built. Swede Erickson Thunderbird Gym, a Saturday afternoon homecoming for Casper College, and a 40-27 lead for the Birds with 2:19 left in the second quarter of play. The scoreboard on your screen, well, it's not there. Disappeared today. So we'll try and make sure you know the score after every basket. In deep, Spring throws it off the glass, volleyballs it around, hands it off to Kuzmanovic, and a foul whistled on the T-Birds. That'll be second on Arnlin. And we're shooting now. Kuzmanovic will step to the line for a pair. 75% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one is good. It's her first point of the ball game. She averages 5 a contest. Nicola from London, England. Second one, got a couple of bounces and it rolled down. And through to make it 40-29. Palomo in the corner. Garrido, who checked in, will try a three. No. Cheney rebounds, kicks back out. Igo running one-hander, spins out. Arnlin for a rebound, couldn't control it, and it'll go over to the Golden Eagles. Birds will put some full court pressure on. Golden Eagles will get it in, and a travel here. No foul called. Botanga fell to the floor and rolled, and that'll be a walk. Birds will get it in the front court. Along the sideline? No, they're going to get to him along the baseline. Palomo to play it in. Garrido looked at a three, steps up instead with a little one-hander from the left side of the lane, nothing but net. 42-29, Casper, 1.5 to play. Jones exchanging with Hester, who's had a quiet first half. Kuzmanovic slides to a stop, and Jones going one way, the ball going the other. So, Jamie DeCoke will return for the Golden Eagles. Birds will bring it across the timeline. Cheney wants to go to the left side corner, get it to Igo, right back to Joslin. 15 to shoot for Garrido, top of the key to Cheney. She'll push for a three. That's off the back of the iron. Long rebound chased down by Kuzmanovic. She'll bring it ahead. Under a minute to go now here in the second quarter. Jones with the left-hand dribble. Out top, Kuzmanovic. They're going to go in the corner to Jones again, working against Garrido. Wow. That'll be Claudia's first. The Golden Eagles with just 2 fouls here in the second quarter. Allie Hester, 5'10", and a sophomore from Torrington. My bad, Maddie Jones. I knew it wasn't. 5'3" and a freshman from Torrington. Thank you. My apologies. Second free throw's good. She's 2 for 2 at the line. Final 30 seconds approaching here in the second quarter. Birds with an 11-point lead. Garrido right side outside, at the top to Igo. Forcini with 15 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Arnlin, long pass to Garrido, dumps it off. They'll get it in the corner. Cheney for a three, that's good. Anna's first points of the ball game. Final 10 seconds, see if the Birds cannot foul here. Instead, they'll slap the ball loose. Igo will throw it from almost half court. That's short. And the half has come to an end. The Birds with a rally here in the second quarter of play. They'll go to the locker room with their biggest lead of the afternoon, 14 points. It's Casper, 45. LCCC 31. Second half will be coming up in about 15 minutes.
This is going to be my first degree in Casper College, my first college degree. And I think I'm going to be the first grandkid from my grandparents to graduate with a degree. I wanted to be a doctor, a surgeon, because I've always liked helping people in some way. But at that moment, I kind of went through a phase where I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, college isn't for me. Maybe I can't do it. I think the main thing was my daughter, because I kind of had, like, I was doing a lot of things I shouldn't have been doing up until I was about 22 years old, and I found out I was pregnant. And I had an addiction, was kind of the reason why I didn't go back to school. I guess my confidence wasn't there, so I just didn't think I can do college. Over time, I think with just the support of my mom, and, you know, she's like, you know, you can do this, and she kind of motivated me to kind of, you know, do that. And then having my daughter, I was like, well, I need to do something, and I think that's the best option for me. Getting into the program, when I talked to Doug and Alexia, they're the directors of the respiratory therapy program, my confidence, I just, you know, I didn't want to open up to them about my background, but I knew I had to. And when I told them about my charges and what's going on, like, they actually really just kind of put the cherry on top of the cake for me, because they accepted me for who I was, and they said, you know, not a lot of people can say that they've gone through an addiction and they're going to school, so you're doing an incredible thing. And, you know, after they told me that, it just kind of really made me feel like I could do anything now. I love the program, and what makes a big difference is having directors that are there to kind of help you throughout the whole way and are willing to help you when you need help. It's a great program. They really set you up for success. And I feel I'm in my second year now, and I feel like I'm really getting things, and I feel like I'm going to be prepared by the time I graduate to be on my own. Very affordable, and it's just very easy access, and I've learned so much. After taking classes, like, I'm so aware of my surroundings now. I'm so aware of history. I'm aware of medical terms and so much that I never had any idea of before. I've learned that I enjoy learning. It's something I never really thought that I liked, because I kind of slacked in junior high, high school, but now that
On your mark. Get set. Go.
We got a good group of guys this year. We're excited. You know, got a good team. Some of these new guys, I don't know about them. We got a couple guys like Dre. He don't even know his own strength, for real.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
So right out of high school, I went to the University of Wyoming and tried to fit into a mold that I didn't fit into. So after a couple of years, I decided I should quit wasting money, and I quit college at that time. My sister kind of threw the challenge out that, oh, don't quit college because you'll never go back. And now I laugh because I've never stopped going back. After getting transferred to Casper in '93, I started taking classes again so I could at least get my associate's degree to try to get some better jobs than what I had at the time. Ended up getting 2 associate's degrees through that, graduating in 1999. From there, I was able to use those degrees to get a job as an operations manager for an electrical supply house. But I also wrote a business plan for a therapeutic riding center, and in 2004, I was able to make that happen. With the start of the therapeutic riding center, we also started partnering with Casper College in a lot of different ways, one of which was providing opportunity for occupational therapy assistant students to come out for observation hours, eventually then some field work opportunities, and then level 2 field work opportunities. And with the different instructors I worked with, they just really encouraged me to go back to school. I went back to college, had to kind of start over again because the prerequisites required for occupational therapy weren't applicable to my accounting and business administration degrees. So I went back, got my pre-OT degree, and then applied to the University of North Dakota and was able to complete my master's program at Casper College through UND. Obviously, I'm pretty attached to Casper College, but it truly is one of the greatest community colleges that we have in Wyoming. It offers opportunities for everybody of all ages and interests, and their partnerships with other colleges just allow for people to be able to continue in education at affordable pricing that they might not be able to do at larger universities.
Hi, my name is Jose David Alvarez Esquivel. I'm from Cali, Colombia, and I'm an engineering major at Casper College. So I came here because I was at Douglas. I was an exchange student over there. It's a town nearby. I came to join the soccer team, first year program, and I heard good things about Casper College, a really good engineering program in the state. My favorite part about Casper is the people. I think the community. So I got to know like all the staff, the instructors, and I think all of them were like really helpful and friendly to me. I think the whole staff in Casper College helped me a lot, but mainly 2 people in specific, which is Mela Stack. She helped me like with all those weird questions that I had about like taxes, how life is in here, and all that type of stuff. And then my academic advisor, which is Paul Marquardt. He helped me to like decide my courses. He kind of guided me to the right path. He helped me to figure out that I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. I want to become a mechanical engineer, and Casper College is helping me reach that goal.
I'm Mackenzie Pieper. I'm from Hay Springs, Nebraska, and I'm a dance major at Casper College. The reason why I chose Casper College was because it was close to my hometown, and also because when I came and auditioned last year, I felt that this would be my dance home. And after auditioning, I just felt that Jody and Aaron would get me to where I want to go. My favorite part about this college is the different genres of dance that they have. And my favorite is ballet because of all the techniques that I've been taught, and I'm just falling in love with it even more. At first, I was really scared coming here because I just didn't know how I was gonna do, how they would think I would do. And after my first semester and I finished really well, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. And Aaron and Jody have just really boosted my confidence and helped me find the paths that I want to go down. And I've also learned here that being a dancer, you don't have to be perfect. Because I came into thinking that you have to be this perfect prima ballerina with all these perfect things, but it's not true. You just have to be you and work hard at it. After I graduate from Casper College, I would love to open my own dance studio back at home, and I just want to share what I have always loved. I want to become a dance studio owner, and Casper College is helping me get there.
Hi, my name's Deshaun. I'm a cybersecurity major at Casper College, and I'm from Denver, Colorado. I started looking at Casper College, and they had a variety of programs which I was interested in, but I chose the cybersecurity program. And it turns out that I had a lot of things that I did not know I was interested in. Casper College has provided quite a few opportunities for me. The flexibility has been probably the greatest aspect of it for me. On top of that, there have been an extreme amount of people here who have helped me progress as a student. We'll take Eric Salveggio, for example. He is one of the cybersecurity instructors. He's brought examples and projects to the class that completely blow your mind. You have absolutely no idea that these kind of things are occurring on a daily basis. Marjorie Anderson here, she was my advisor. I brought to her resumes and cover letters, and she's helped me finish those and get those nice and correct so that I can go out and actually apply for jobs. And then we have Brian Clark. He's the IT networking coordinator. I'm currently an intern for him. He's allowed me to work on the network's SIEM, which is a security information event manager that allows me to see potential cyber threats that are occurring on the school's network.
Jack Nopes back at Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym, halftime of our opening contest, the ladies contest between Casper College T-Birds, the number 16 team in the nation with a record of 24-3, and LCCC, Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles, who came in today at 18-8. The men's game, of course, will follow this one. Casper trailed at the end of the first quarter 19-16, but the Birds come back and have a 29-point second quarter, hold the Golden Eagles to a dozen, and went to the locker room up by 14, their biggest lead of the afternoon, 45-31 as we get set to get ready for the second half, the third quarter of play. T-Birds on a 10-game winning streak. They've won 9 out of 10 this year on their home court. Beat LCCC a couple of weeks ago in a game that they played at Story Gymnasium in downtown Cheyenne, if you will, right next to downtown Cheyenne, the old Central High School. Birds had to come from behind all afternoon in that one to win it by 2, or all evening. They won it by 2, 70-68. Trailed by as many as 7 in the opening half today, but they built the lead to 14, their biggest lead, as they go to the locker room with that lead, 45-31. For Casper, a win today would ascertain that they will not have to play in the opening game in the Region 9 tournament. They will get a first-round bye because they will finish either first or second in the North Sub-Region. I believe they've won now 42 games in a row in the North Sub-Region over the last 4 or 5 years. So although they can't host, they hosted the tournament last year when they won the North Sub-Region. And although they cannot host this year, the South will be the host team, or host site. They still can get that bye, which you like to have when you start Region 9 play. Men, meanwhile, this afternoon against LCCC, with a win, would clinch also a bye. They're trying to clinch first place there, in first place in the North Sub-Region right now, because it is the North that hosts the men's Region 9 tournament this year, and T-Birds would like nothing better than to have the home court advantage for Region 9. T-Birds will have, let's see, Igo's going to start along with Palomo, Frau Garcia, Goad, and Alvar for the T-Birds. So Jocelyn, who didn't start the first half, will get the call here, in the second half. We do have a scoreboard now on your screen, thanks to the technical expertise of Zach Nagy. So it'll be LCCC ball to start the second half, third quarter of play. Jamie DeCoke will throw it in, get it into Shannon Niles, and we're underway. Niles advancing to the left side, still has it on a string. Cross-court it, outside to DeCoke, in the corner. Right back to DeCoke. One dribble and cross-court it. Frau Garcia almost had the steal. Here's Niles behind a pick with a swish. Boy, I thought that was going to be short, and it was not short. She's got 5 points, so Birds will come back with their first offensive foray of the second half. Go to Igo, down low. Goad spins it outside along the baseline. Alvar wide open, missed it. Nobody went to the board. She went and put it back in. Get your own miss, get a basket. 47-43 Casper. Niles. Frau Garcia tries to poke it away. She'll still keep it on a string. Feed it out top. Bautanga. And they'll go left to right side outside. Here's a three-pointer on the way from the top. That's good. Monique Vantanga with her fifth. Makes it 47-36. Oh, look at the pass by Frau Garcia. Right to Goad, who's wide open for an easy deuce. 49-36, back to a 13-point lead. Niles to the right side, way outside to Hester. Now to the left side, and Niles will look at the low post, bring it back out top. DeCoke, ooh. That foul's going to go on Julia Palomo. I'll tell you what. DeCoke had a little elbow right in the midsection. From this angle, I thought she got away with it. Unfortunately for me, the referee was on the same angle. T-Birds trying to overplay the pass. DeCoke kicks outside. Niles, another three. No. Tapped around, comes out. Frau Garcia will run it ahead. Pull up, stop, lost it. Lost it right to Spring, who's going to bounce it ahead. DeCoke with an easy layup. Her fifth point of the ball game makes it 49-38. Sandra behind a pick for Igo. Three ball. Ooh, that looked good. Just a little bit too strong. Niles will come away on the run for the Eagles. Back it away to the free throw line. Stumbles, looked like she carried the ball. Throws up an underhand shot that Goad will rebound flat-footed. Get it to Garcia. Looked like she was going to try Igo out top. Instead, she'll bring the dribble out top. For Jocelyn. In the paint, Goad shot, missed, saved by Alvar, but right in to Jamie DeCoke. Botanga will pull up, little 12-footer is good. Big girl, wide body, she can shoot it from outside. She's got 8, and the Bird lead is down to 9. Palomo. They'll get it to Igo, in deep. Goad again has her shot blocked. No foul whistled. Bird basketball, 15 to shoot, 6:34 on the game clock in the third quarter. Frau Garcia to the right side elbow, all the way down left side. Nice feed for Flora, and Goad that time will finish. her 8th point of the ball game. 51-40 T-Birds. Niles didn't play a whole lot in the first half. She had 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Gives it outside to DeCoke. One-on-one with Palomo, kicks it outside. Hester driving, can't get it to go, left it short. Birds with a rebound, running ahead quickly. Oh, what a dish by Palomo as she took the pass from Fra Garcia and the basket to Logan Alvar, her 6th point of the ball game. And the Birds are going to get it again. So the lead stays at 13. It was 14 at the halfway mark, approaching the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Sandra Fra Garcia backs Niles away, kicks outside. Palomo in the land of 3 for Alvar. In deep, it's been get it to Flora Goad in the paint all 3rd quarter. She kicked it back outside after fumbling it away. Igo couldn't get the little 15-footer to go. 53-40 T-Birds. Golden Eagles with the ball in the front court. Niles behind a pick, rolls down the right side, throws it off the glass, got it to go. She's a handful, she's quick, she's got 7. Fra Garcia. Birds with everybody lined up along the end line. Sandra with a right-hand layup from the left side. Foul going to be whistled before the shot, I believe. And we'll get a timeout with 4:50 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Casper 53, Cheyenne 42.
At Casper College, we're here to help. Here to answer your financial aid questions. Register for classes, pick a major, and so much more. At Casper College, we're here for you. At Casper College.
Some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym, 53-42, Birds by 11 with 4:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Casper trailed 19-16 at the end of 1. They are up 45-31 at the halfway mark. And have managed to stick with a double-figure lead. Birds will have the ball. Left side of the hoop along the end line. Palomo to throw in out top. Garcia gets a screen from Goad, and Goad will get the ball right back, draw the double team, throw it up. Little left hook is good. Right hook from the left side. Her 10th point of the ball game, and the lead back to 13. Jones into the lineup after the dead ball. Exchanging with DeCoke, who's hemmed in, kicks it outside. Kuzmanovic now trying to back against Palomo, couldn't get the shot. Shot clock down to 10. Tell you what, that foul's going to go on Logan Alvar. It'll be her 3rd. It'll send Jamie DeCoke to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Team fouls 2 for the Birds and 1 for the Golden Eagles. DeCoke's first free throw is good. Her 6th point of the ball game. Came into the contest averaging 10 a contest, and she's got 7 now after converting both shots. And the Bird lead is back to 11. Sandra Fra-Garcia to Jocelyn Igo for Goad. Almost walked with the ball. Birds will clear it with Igo, exchanging right at half court. Fra-Garcia in the corner. And the Birds get it to Palomo. Nice feed. Goad shot blocked. And a nice block. Lila Spring, the 6'1" freshman from Brisbane, Queensland in Australia with the block. Birds with the basketball, 10 on the shot clock. Igo right back to Goad. Ducks in, kicks it outside, running one-hander, no. Goad with the follow and the putback, that's good. Well, the miss by Mariana Cos-Morales and an easy deuce then for Floa Goad. Back to a 13-point lead. DeCoke all the way down right side, draws a foul again. Boy, she has put the Birds in precarious positions defensively all night long. Guess it's still afternoon. Cos-Morales with her third. DeCoke back to the free throw line to shoot another pair. First one's good. It's her 8th point of the ball game, and of the 8, 6 of them have come at the free throw line. She has a field goal and 6 free throws right now. Make it 7. So DeCoke with 9 points, the Bird lead, back down to 11 at 57-46. LCCC wants to go to a little pressure in the backcourt on the inbounds. It's kind of token as Fra-Garcia will bring it across. Switches to the left-hand dribble in deep. Had the mismatch against Jones. Got in too deep and left it short, but she drew the foul. Maddie Jones with her 2nd of the ball game. Sandra Fra-Garcia, a 78% free throw shooter. She was 6 for 6 in the opening half. Had 13 points in the opening half. And I jinxed her, the first free throw a little too hard. 3:19. Time remaining to be played in the 3rd quarter. And this one's good. So Fra-Garcia with her 14th point, she leads the Birds, who are now up by a dozen. Approaching 3 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jones with the left-hand dribble to the left-hand side. Kicks it back out top. DeCoke had a wide open 3, couldn't get it off. They'll bring it back outside, running one-hander. Oh my. This will be a block on the T-Birds. Dwight Canary unhappy with the call on Anna Cheney, and poof. Hester was in the air. Didn't really see whether the T-Birds were in the restricted area or not. Hester will get her 12th point of the ball game at the free throw line. Cut the Bird lead to 11. And down to 10 now. Hester with 13 to lead LCCC. Fra-Garcia under 3 to go in the 3rd quarter now. Cross courts it and they go on the left side. Cheney feeding the low post, tapped away from Goad. Knocked out of bounds, and last touch, they'll say, by the Golden Eagles. Bird basketball to the side of the Casper bench in the front court for Fra-Garcia with 15 on the shot clock. Backs the dribble away. Oh, what a bounce pass and feed. And the miss by Palomo, and then Goad with a reverse layup on the rebound, couldn't knock it home. Chance to lead into a 10-point lead. Kuzmanovic out top to DeCoke. Head fake to the free throw line. Kicks outside. Kuzmanovic for a three. That's no good. Cheney with the rebound quickly. Frau Garcia running ahead on the run and a block from behind. Palomo did a nice job of stopping, gathering herself, but it gave Spring a chance to come back and block the shot. 24 on the shot clock for the Birds, who lead by 10. They'll bring it into Anna Cheney, dumps it inside. Goad tries to turn and shoot. That's blocked by Spring again. And the Golden Eagles come away on the run. DeCoke to Kuzmanovic for Jones out top. Jones backs the dribble away. Shot clock winds to 15. DeCoke, and this will be a foul on Palomo to be Julia's third. Birds getting in a little bit of foul trouble here with 1:46 to go in the third. That is 5 team fouls again. Every quarter, Casper has put LCCC on the free throw line. DeCoke came in a 72% free throw shooter. And this one's good. Double figures now with 10, and 8 of the 10 have come from the stripe. And that one's good also. So it's 58-50. The Birds' 14-point halftime lead has shrunk to 8. Alone for a three, that's no good. Arnlund with the miss. And the Eagles will run it ahead to DeCoke. Bouncing for Kuzmanovic. Guarded loosely by Palomo. Still has it on the floor. Low post feed for Spring. Layup is good. Lila Spring with her 11th point and the lead down to 6 as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. Frau Garcia trying to dish it to Arnlund. Spring takes it away, but Sandra pokes it away from behind. Birds have numbers, 3-on-1. Bouncing it to Arnlund, couldn't control, bounces it back out front, and that will roll all the way down to the LCCC bench. Well, the Birds in a little hurry a couple of times when perhaps they should have backed it out, but 58-52, just under 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. And you got to give credit to LCCC for the defense. They have blocked a lot of shots and made things a mess in the paint. Here's a three ball that is good from the left side. Kuzmanovic, her first field goal, gives her 5 points, and the Bird lead down to 3. 58-55, 30 seconds to go. Palomo puts it on the floor with 15 on the shot clock. To Frau Garcia, looked at Arnlund down low in the paint. Here's Palomo for a deuce, that's good. Just stepped inside the line for her 8th point. Final 10 seconds here, final 5 seconds here. Kuzmanovic will throw one up at the buzzer, it's no good, and we'll go to the fourth quarter. Casper's lead has shrunk in the third. It's the T-Birds 60, LCCC 55. We're back with the fourth after this.
Hi, I'm Sophie Pinniger. I'm from Linden, Utah, and I'm a biology major at Casper College. When I came here, I was really excited because of all the opportunities that Casper College has, especially with me wanting to pursue anesthesiology. They have a bunch of awesome instructors, a bunch of awesome classes that will lead me in that direction, and so that was really good for me. The reason I chose Casper College is because of soccer, and I had a couple offers from a few different colleges, but I couldn't resist coming here because of the awesome coach, Ammon Bennett, because he's had a lot of great programs in the past, and I knew that if I came here, I would be part of a program that would succeed. I knew Casper College was right for me because of all the great mentors and all of the great classes that are available here. I knew that it would lead me in the right direction to become an anesthesiologist. I know that through these classes that I'm able to take here at Casper College, that I'm going to be really, really prepared to be able to take my exams to get into medical.
Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym. T-Birds outscored in the third by a count of 24-15. And their 14-point lead shrinking to 5. We go to the fourth. Casper on top 60-55. And the T-Bird basketball to start things here. Frau Garcia, Igo, Cheney, Arnland, and Palomo for the T-Birds. We'll bring it ahead with Frau Garcia looking to the left side. Wants Palomo to sink down along the baseline. Gets a pick at the elbow and still has it on the floor. Shot clock down to 18. Palomo right over to Igo looking at the low post. Jocelyn drives, fall away, got it for about 8 feet. Good looking shot, nice penetration and a hoop for her 12th point of the ball game. Niles up, throws it in the corner, and Allie Hester wasn't quite ready for that one. Birds will be happy with the turnover. 62-55, T-Birds with the ball and a 7-point lead now. Igo head fake on the three. Steps in, kicks outside to Frau Garcia. Sandra bouncing in the paint, and Thora Goad with that little one-hander over the top of Spring, and the Birds back up by 9. Niles into the front court. Lopes her way to the elbow, exchanges with Kuzmanovic. Guarded closely. Here's Niles with a high arc again. No. Frau Garcia will take the rebound. Looking ahead, still has it on the floor. Stops, kicks outside. Palomo, three ball, yes! So Julia Vicente Palomo with her 11th point. Timeout, 32nd timeout going to be taken by the Golden Eagles. The Birds advance the lead back to a dozen. Now it's going to be a full timeout. 8:28 to go in the game. 67 Casper, 55 LCCC.
At Casper College, we're here to help. Here to answer your financial aid questions. Register for classes. Pick a major and so much more. At Casper College, we're here for you. At Casper College, we're here to help. Here to answer your financial aid questions. Register for classes. Pick a major and so much more. At Casper College, we're here for you. At Casper
Well, the T-Birds start out the fourth quarter with a quick 7-0 burst and build the lead back to a dozen at 67-55. Still a lot of time left in the fourth quarter, but Casper, after seeing its 14-point lead shrink to 5 in the third quarter, has hiked it back to an even dozen. For the T-Birds, Goad, Palomo, Cheney, Frau Garcia, and Igo, and let's see if this foul It was Cheney who went down hard away from the ball, and the foul's going to go on Shannon Niles. That's her third. Birds will get the ball back. Niles will leave, and Jones comes back in for LCCC. Goad will get it way out top and exchange with Julia Vicente Palomo to the free throw line for Frau Garcia. In deep, double team, and Goad threw it away. She had Cheney coming from the weak side all alone for the easy deuce. Threw it a little too far to the right. Kuzmanovic to play it in against pressure. Gets it to Koch. Frau Garcia all over her, almost knocked it loose. Golden Eagles will control to Jones way on the far side. Works between the circles now, still has it on a string. With the left-hand dribble, cross-courts it, Kuzmanovic at the top. Kuzmanovic backs the dribble away with 10 to shoot. For DeCote, for Kuzmanovic out of the quarter, no. And Jones, the smallest player on the court with good position, gets the rebound. Back outside for a three, and that's good by Jamie DeCote. She's got 14, and the Bird lead now down to 9. Frau Garcia to Cheney, looking along the end line. Igo will back away, go high post feed. Goad will set the pick from the left side for Frau Garcia. One-hander, no good. Tried the right-hander from the left side. Back the other way, Igo trying to play a little defense. Hester took it right to her and gets her 15th point of the day. 67-60 Casper, 7 to play now. The pick for Igo. At the top to Goad. Right back to Palomo for Goad, left alone on the baseline, in and out with the 10-footer. And the rebound taken away by LCCC. Kuzmanovic to the right side, outside. Hester spins, turns, shoots, air ball. And Frau Garcia will claim it. Birds could use a hoop here. They lead by 7, 6.5 to play. Cheney for Igo, way out top to go. Looks at a three-pointer and says, get it to a guard. Palomo, she will try the three-pointer. Misses to the left side, flat-footed rebound claimed and taken away by Hester. In the back court, Jones exchanging with DeCote. Floating the pass in deep, and Spring couldn't get the little jump hook to go. Frau Garcia ahead. Palomo will run the court for the layup. Boy, they make that look easy. 13 points for Julia, the lead back to 9, 69-60. 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dwight Canary wanted a 30-second timeout. He'll make it a full timeout. We'll go away and come back with the final 6 minutes. (69-60), 5:50 on the scoreboard clock. Birds trailed at the end of the opening quarter, 19-16. Led it at halftime, 45-31. And at the third quarter break, it was a 5-point lead, 60-55. So they've outscored LCCC 9-5 here in almost 4 minutes to start the fourth quarter of play. Ball will belong to the Golden Eagles in the backcourt. Monique Botangi has returned to the lineup for LCCC. And the Birds trying to pressure in the backcourt. It will be broken around the left side. Ooh, almost a steal by Anacini. Instead, it's Votanga. Out deep in three-point land. They'll get it to Kuzmanovic, right to DeCoke. 10 on the shot clock. Votanga at the top, swing it left side. They try and feed it down low for Spring and led her a little too much. Threw it out of bounds. Frau Garcia for Igo and right back to the point guard. Looking to the right side, outside for Alvar, who's back into the lineup. Just changing at the top. Give it to Goad, right back. Garcia will try the three, that's no good. Ball comes tapped out to Igo. She'll get it over to Goad, and she'll float home the little 10-footer. Flora with 16 now, and the Bird lead back to 11. Under 5 to play, and Kuzmanovic is going to lose it out of bounds. Niles to come back for LCCC. Bird basketball trying to extend an 11-point lead with 4:45 to play in the contest. Flora out top to Logan Alvar. To Igo at the top. Exchange with Cheney. She's left alone. High arc three. No. Tipped by Goad. Cheney tries to control it. And a collision. It has been a rough game all the way. DeCoke has a bandage on her chin from a collision early in the ball game. This time, I'm assuming, I can't see a number and the officials are crowded around. I'm assuming it's Flora Goad, who's slow getting up off the floor. She'll walk over to the water table and maybe walk into the locker room holding her left eye. So, 4:30 exactly to go in this one, and the Birds are probably going to play the rest of the afternoon without their leading scorer, Goad, into the training room with 16 points. Selena Arnland back in to replace her. Frau Garcia looking, and we'll get it to Igo out top. Jocelyn with the ball on the floor. Right side outside to Cheney. One dribble and exchanges with Frau Garcia. 10 to shoot. Sandra trying to back in, ducks in, puts it up, and a foul will be whistled before the shot, I believe. Kuzmanovic gets her third. Birds will get the basketball. And a technical foul, I think, on the LCCC coaching staff. Wow. You're only down 11 with 4 minutes to play, and probably wasn't you needed a technical right at this point, because it puts Jocelyn Igo to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And the first one, line drive, is good, her 13th point. Igo on the season, 76% at the line, and the sophomore from Douglas is perfect. 14 points, and now the lead is 13 at 73-60, and the Birds will get the basketball in the front court. All right at half court. Play it into Frau Garcia. Sandra still has it on the floor to the right side elbow. Kicks outside to Igo. Forcini going to try another three. That's no good. Arnlund with a rebound between two blue shirts, and the Birds will get a reset on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to play. Garcia trying to get it to Arnlund in deep. She'll be tied up, and the arrow says the ball goes over to the Golden Eagles. Kuzmanovic back in for Cheyenne. Valtangi will leave. Trying to get the ball in, and they get it in to Jones. She wants to clear everyone out of her way as she works against Igo and brings it across. Out top to Koch. All the way down. Running one-hander is good, and she drew the foul. She's got 16, and we'll go to the free throw line. Did not see who the foul was on. Looks like it was on Logan Alvar, her fourth. She will leave for the Birds. Mariana Cosmorales back in, and the free throw is good. So DeCoke making some time at the line where she's got 9 points. Birds back the other way. Igo will kick it outside. Morales gets it in deep to Arnlund, who is fouled from behind. Spring not believing the call. That'll be the first personal on Lila Spring. Selena Arnlund, chance to build on the 10-point lead. First one's no good. (73-63). It'll stay that way. Birds will tip it, but it'll come away to DeCoke. She's 1-on-3 into the front court. Terminates her dribble and brings it back out top. They try and float it in deep, and we're going to get a foul here on Spring. Wipe out the layup. They finally got her for a push in deep. That's her second. And the Birds will get the ball with 3:14 to go in the ball game and a 10-point lead. Frau Garcia out of the backcourt. Still has it on the floor for Arnlund. Right to Igo. Cosmorales almost walked. Goes right side of the lane. Dishes in deep. Arnlund loses it, but it comes away right to Mariano, who gets her first points of the afternoon. 12-point lead now. Well, sometimes it's good to be lucky. Spring in deep, throws it up too hard, and then a foul on the ensuing play. This one on Jamie DeCoke will be her second. It is the 5th team foul, so for the first time tonight, the Birds go to the free throw line first. Just one on Casper with 2:35 to go in the contest. Mariana to the free throw line. Hadn't been there much this year. She's 61%. And she'll get the first one. Her third point, all coming here in the last 30 seconds or so. Chance to build the lead back to 13 with 2:35 to go, and she does. 77-63 Birds, 2.5 to play. Casper trying for its 11th win in a row, and its 25th of the season. Arnlund with the rebound, and a jump ball will stay with the T-Birds. The arrow says Casper, and Frau Garcia against Jones out of the backcourt. All the way down by the T-Bird bench, still has it on a string, then falls, and the Birds will get a timeout and have to play it back in. 2:14 to go. Shot clock says 19, game clock says 2:14. 77-63 when these two teams met earlier this year in Cheyenne. It was a 70-68 T-Bird win. Teams have met 25 times since the 1985-86 season, and the Birds have won 24 of the 25 contests. Trying to make it 25 out of 26 here. 77-63 Casper. It'll be T-Bird ball. Igo to throw it in alongside the Bird bench. She'll have Cos Morales, Cheney, Arnland, and Fra Garcia out there with her. Standing right in front of Dwight Canary, who's giving her some last-second instructions. Sandra at half court to the right side and threw it away. Cheney did not stay along the baseline. She was running the end line. A little miscommunication results in the turnover with 2:07 to go. DeCoke for Jones, right back to DeCoke. All the way down, tries to throw it up with the right hand from the left side. That's good. She has got 19 points. Birds get it across to Cos Morales. Under 2 to play now. Garcia at the top. Swings it outside to Arnland, back for Igo. 15 on the shot clock. Igo gonna put it on the floor. 10 to shoot. All the way down left side for Mariana. Pull up from the side of the lane, no. Rebound fought for and taken away by Spring. 1:20 to play. Birds leading by a dozen. Spring in deep. Loses the ball out of bounds off of Selena Arnland. Wanted a foul, didn't get the foul. Still discussing with the official, but pleading a case to no avail. Selena Arnland will leave for the Birds. Flora Goad took an elbow to the eye, and we haven't seen her since. That was in the third quarter. She went to the training room. Down to 15 seconds to shoot. DeCoke on the drive, got it to go with 1:04 to play in the ballgame. She has 21 to lead all scorers. Ooh, here's a dangerous foul in the back, and this one's gonna go on Hallie Hester, who grabbed Fra Garcia as she was going by the arm. The official gave her a look, but did not give her a technical. Sandra to the free throw line, that's good. Garcia with 15 points. She is 8 out of 9 at the free throw line, make it 9 out of 10. And then a steal in the front court with less than a minute to go. That should, and Jones here and Garcia going at it, battling. I'm looking at that, and then on the ball is the foul. And it will go against Hester, who took what could have been considered a cheap shot. Jocelyn Igo to the free throw line here, where she is as good as they get for the Birds, right at 80%. First one's good. She's got 15, and the lead is 13 now. Been a hard-fought game, been a physical game. DeCoke having a conversation with the official. I'm not sure what it's all about. We're still waiting. I think it's maybe they need to She's got the bandage on her chin when she went down early in the first quarter, wondering if they need to. She's got some blood, but they're not bringing a trainer out, so I go back to shoot another free throw, and that's good. Maybe we'll get a trainer now if DeCoke is headed to the bench. 81-67, Casper has matched its biggest lead of the afternoon at 14. Just under 50 seconds left in this one. LCCC will fall to 18-9 on the season. And that's what they're doing. They're going to tend to Jamie DeCoke on the sideline and maybe put a new bandage on the cut on her chin. 49 seconds and a little change is all that's left for the Birds to go to 25-3 on the season and to go to 10-1 at home. Casper will be on the road Wednesday at Eastern. I want to say at Eastern. Boy, looking at the Golden Eagles schedule, that won't get it. Casper be on the road at Eastern and then home next Saturday for the final home games of the season. Western Wyoming will be here, another doubleheader. We'll do it at 2 and 4. Still, of course, have the men's game with LCCC set when this one gets over. Been a hard-fought game. Birds have had their hands filled with a very physical team. Jones with the dribble. Baseballs it for Kuzmanovic. Backs away on the baseline. Misses the 16-footer. Cos Morales with the rebound. Gets it right back. Bounces for Igo and tries to feed down low. And Flora Goat has returned back to the lineup after she left with what appeared to be a shiner forthcoming on that left eye. We'll get a timeout here. 30 seconds by Cheyenne with just under 32 seconds left in this one. Well, it'll be interesting when Dwight Canary gets here to recount the physical battle here, because that's what it's been. It has been a war down low. And the T-Birds are going to win it. 14-point lead matches their biggest of the ball game. LCCC had a 7-point one. They won the first quarter 19-16. Casper has battled back though, and they've won it since then. Here's Kuzmanovic with an air ball. Birds will take it ahead. Running the court, Cheney will back it away now. Give it to Fra Garcia, double teamed along the sideline. Dribbles between it, comes all the way out and gives it to Cos Morales, who will be tripped, and that foul will go on Spring. 7.9 seconds left. Julia Palomo back in for the T-Birds. Flora Gold will leave. And at the free throw line, Mariana misses the first of the two-shot foul. Just under 8 seconds left. And this one's no good either. So the Golden Eagles will walk it into the front court and the clock will die. It says Casper 81. And Cheyenne, LCCC 67. So the Birds get the win they wanted, and they move to 25-3 on the season. LCCC falling to 18-8. The Birds go to 10-1 at home, and the Golden Eagles' road record now down to 5-6. For Casper, all that's left is a road trip to Torrington and Eastern Wyoming on Wednesday, and then close out the home season next Saturday against Western Wyoming. Men's game will follow. We'll have that and a talk with Dwight Ganeri when we return. Casper College with another win, 81-67.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. a show for some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back with head coach Dwight Canary. I've seen some rough games in my life.
That was a physical battle, especially inside.
Yeah, it was one when you're an official, I guess you just, boy,
yeah,
lots of things to choose from. I guess the first thing I want to know, DeCoke took a shot and had a bruise or had a bandage
think she had a cut, yes.
A cut.
Yep.
And then Flora takes one at the end there. I thought she was going to the locker room or to the training room holding her eye, but she came back.
Yeah, she did. She caught an elbow in the eye, okay, but no signs of concussion or anything like that. Her vision was great and stuff like that. But, yeah, it was really physical. And, DeCoke, who's a very nice player, unfortunate, I think their feet just got tangled up, and then she went down and hit chin first on the floor. So, yeah, it was one of the more physical games that we've been in, and I think, there was quite a few free throws in the contest as well, I would think. We shot 23 and they shot 23. So
yeah, you started out, actually lost the first quarter, came back and had a nice second quarter. I thought your team did a great job defensively, and again it was so physical, but did a great job as you kind of expect with your guard play. They never really got any quick, fast break points.
Our guard defense was really good. I was a little concerned in the second half. They started attacking the rim a little bit more, and we weren't keeping the drive out of the paint, and then also sending them to the free throw line with it. But overall, our energy and our guard play was excellent. It kind of starts with Sandra. I mean, she's got the motor, and then Jocelyn, another one that has a high motor, and they just play off each other.
Well, and you made free throws when you needed to make them. You got your guards to make free throws when they needed to. So you're sailing along right where you want to be.
Yeah, that secures us at least the 2 seed, which means we don't have a play-in game now. So that was good. The worst we could finish is 8-2, and Western Wyoming right now is the only team that has only 2 losses. Nobody has 1 or less. So we at least have the number 2 seed. We're one win away from securing the number 1 seed.
So you head to Eastern Wyoming to try and do that on Wednesday. What do you know about the Lancers?
Good. When they're at full strength, they've got good guard play.
They didn't have full strength when they were here.
They haven't, and they're similar a little bit like Central Wyoming, that they've been snake bit by the injury bug, and then to some of their key players. So I don't know if those were season ending when we played them the first time, or if it was just a day-to-day, week-to-week, and they just didn't dress when we played. But really got a nice forward player, Ganori. Real handful. I think she had like 17 against us. 6'2" girl inside, similar to spring that we just went against. So, yeah, they've got some components.
So it's homecoming. Nice crowd here.
Very nice crowd.
Yeah.
Very appreciated.
And they're having chili out there.
Yep.
My suggestion would be see if they have a steak to put on Flora's eye.
I think we'll work on that. We'll need her by Wednesday. So
yeah,
we might
I'm sure
have to
you
do
will.
That. Yes.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on a hard-fought win.
I appreciate it a lot, Jack.
All right.
Thank you, crew. Appreciate you guys.
We'll be back. Men's game coming up next. T-Bird basketball.
Put on a show for some people out there, man.